get down to business and defeat the Huns. All right, futures. Past, present, future, finances. What am I hearing? 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 Okay. So you got something, feeling like things aren't moving fast enough, right? Things aren't moving fast enough. Hold on. Things aren't moving fast enough. Because I got the Empress for you. Hey, love. I got the Empress for you here, which is in reverse. She's saying neglect, lack of growth, stagnation, creative blockages. I'm feeling like it's interesting. Like things aren't where you thought they would be by now. That you've tried something. What is that? That's fire. So that's creative. Hey, AJ. Mama, do me a favor. Can you give me your first name, please? Ooh. Oh, Suze, tell everybody your good news about your daughter. Joanne. Not Joanne. Mary. Okay. So, Mary. Okay, so I just got the Page of Cups in reverse for you as well. So I have the Empress, which is a big deal. That's why I'm paying attention to it. And it's saying that, like I said, neglects, lack of growth, stagnation, creative blockages. But then I get the Page of Cups in reverse, and he's saying pretty much the same thing. And I'm getting emotional immaturity, lack of direction, creative block. So that's two cards that are telling me creative blockages. But then this, okay, that's interesting. I'm also picking up some confusion, by the way, around where you're going, what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so I also got the Knight of Cups for you, and that is about emotional manipulation, moodiness, and instability. But water cards are emotion cards, and this card came out too for me, and that is the Eight of Cups. There's some walking away here. Hey, Candy. But this walking away is actually for your good, even if someone else did the walking away. This is to grow you, but it's a cup. So that's the thing. And then I have you with the Tower in reverse. So thank you for getting your daily heart, me. That is about something. That's twice I see stagnation also on here. So, okay. And then I got the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands here is about working hard, checking the boxes, doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then I got the Temperance. That's interesting. You got a 7-card spread. So Temperance is telling me here. Oh, how can you find balance in your life? Okay, so Temperance is answering the question. All right, Carly. So Temperance is answering the question. It is actually... Okay, so the question on here is saying, how can you find balance in your life? Um, all you have here is fire and water. Is there something you've been trying to get off the ground? You've been working hard at it. It just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Because I'm getting a lot of slowdown. I'm getting a lot of stagnation, but it's not necessarily on your part. I'm also getting some confusion, Mary. So I'm trying to pick up exactly where we are with this before I get into the past, present, future of it. Okay. But according to this, you don't necessarily know how to do that. Is that what the question is? Because it's telling me there's lack of growth, stagnation, blockage, lack of direction. And it feels like there's a relationship that drained you. I can't get if it's a partnership or if it was a parentship. You know what I mean? But it's something that seems to have robbed you of your worth here. And I don't know if you walked away or they had to walk away for you to even try to heal. Or you're still deciding whether or not to walk away. I think that's the present. Partnership. Okay. Are you still in it and not trying to do it? Because I'm like a little stuck here, because this right here shows walking away, but this is showing delaying the inevitable, fear of change. So I'm trying to gather where you are right now. Is it that you haven't left, or that is pretty fresh? Okay. Well, there's your answer. Is one, that's one thing, right? Is you need to actually gather your shit and get moving so you can actually work on healing. So that's the problem. That's the problem. That's where we're talking about getting to a point of change. You have to actually make a decision first. A decision that you are actually going to follow through on first. It's like, meet me halfway. Say yes, and then I'll provide for you. I'm getting goosebumps, so this is backing it up for me. There's no in and out. There's no hopscotching, or not hopscotching. What's the thing? Double dutching. Like you cannot be double dutching. You have to make a decision and stand on that decision, and then work towards putting that together. Because there will be no healing in your mind or in your money until you do. I knew you had something for me, man. Okay. That's the biggest part there. And I know you may feel like I got to get the money first to do it, but they're saying you have to make the decision first to do it, and then we'll give you the money. Like, we'll show you where the money is. But you got to show us you're serious this time. You know? Is this making sense so far? Oh, yeah, I know that. Ooh, girl. Listen, I just had a whole cry about it just now. I know about it. I know it's hard. But this is saying all you're doing. Did I take off the mirror? I did not. Okay. This is saying all you're doing is delaying the inevitable. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And the wonderful and bad thing about change is we can either get with the program or we can get run over by the program. And what I see here is you have water and fire, only water and fire. So we have a situation here, feeling blocked, feeling neglected, feeling, not the empress that you are. Then we have you followed 3 cards in a row by emotional blocks. And that's why I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Because we're supposed to be reading about money. So I got 3 cards in a row with emotional blocks. But this last one saying is walk away time, right? Either like they were walking away or you were walking away. This card here then says, but you're not doing it. Okay? There's some confusion here. Smoke, fire and water make smoke. However, this confusion is now a choice, right? Because I'm seeing that all we're doing is delaying it. It's going to happen. This is a Tower card. It's going to happen. It's going to be sudden. And it could be in a way you really don't want it to happen. It could be a health thing. It could be something harder that is going to be a longer journey to come out of. And it will still all be for your good, which is hard to hear. Because it's followed by one of the only upright cards besides the time to walk away card. One of the only upright cards in here is saying, get your shit together. Like, gather everything. And yes, it is hard work. It is hard work, but I think it's more of, it's interesting. This word responsibility jumps up, and it's like, it's a responsibility for you to love you and to put in the work. I think you're worth the work of taking care of yourself, of not allowing your time, your energy, your purpose, your life to be on hold. And it's saying, like, this is the answer. How do you find that balance in your life? Well, stop actually trying to find balance right now, because you're giving too much over here and you need to start pouring into your own cup. And the thing is here is that not only will you be pouring into your cup, but there's going to be a source for you that's never ending to pour into your own cup. So then you can pour into other people. But this is not worth you giving up your, oh, here we go. So if we're talking finances, I hope you feel you're worth it, Mary. I hope you feel you're worth it. I hope you feel, listen, I'm not going to launch into my own story time because Lord knows I can do that. But let me just tell you, facing death several times over the last few years, blood clots, pneumonia, COVID, all of it, I have come to realize how precious time is. And if somebody was to come here right now and try to take that time away from you, I think you'd learn how to value it more. I think you'd learn how to realize this is my life and I deserve to get what I want out of it. I would hope so, right? So what just came out here is this fact, and I know it's really telling me about, and maybe this is a trigger of yours here, is about this loneliness of feeling lonely. But I do want to tell you, alone is not lonely. It just isn't. Okay? Alone is not lonely. You're not going to find yourself in a relationship, though, a partnership, a friendship, or anything where you feel alone. That's the loneliest you'll ever feel, is with other people who do not get you, do not know you, do not love you. So there is a necessity of withdrawal. There is a necessity of this isolation, because there is a necessity for you to look inside yourself and find value in yourself. Pentacles is also about money. So the finances you're looking for is literally attached to you, like who you are. And you got to learn who that person is, right? Like, your things are at an end. Here's another cup card for you. It's at an end. There are things that are spilled out. And I'm going to tell you, I got this, so I'm going to give it to you. I got this, so I'm going to give it to you. I don't like to give heavy things. You don't have much more time to figure this shit out. You don't. I'm not saying you don't have more time, like life-wise. If you do, figure it out. I'm saying while you're where you are, you don't have more time. You are wasting time. Literally wasting time. I want you to understand the gravity of this. This is grave for you. I've never had this coming over for people. This is a big deal for you, because emotionally you're being poisoned. There's already so much wasted. You see that? 3 cups wasted, 2 cups remaining. We can almost look at this as if it's life. Like a cup being a decade. You don't have more time to waste. That said, you have 2 choices. Here's your path. On one hand, you can keep telling yourself it's not time, it's too hard, and it can't be done. That's that. And you'll find yourself stuck in a relationship that is not true or honest, right? That's manipulated, that's unfair, that's imbalanced. You understand? And then you'll be with someone who is emotionally manipulative. And that is also you, by the way. Okay? And then at some point, something's going to happen where there's courts involved. I don't know if we're talking domestic violence, or I don't know if we're talking about dealing with somebody's, what's that thing called when somebody gets to make decisions for you? Power of attorney. These are the 2 choices I'm actually hearing here, right? Because this feels like after life is over. So what's left? That's weird. That's one choice. You're slowly allowing yourself to die as you stay, right? The other choice is you breaking free. Being released from your own prison, the prison of your own mind, for instance, because swords are about the things that we tell ourselves, you know, finally seeing the out and the opportunity, looking where you can see the sky and moving on. That's that. Expanding your horizon, moving out, doing stuff, and then becoming the queen you are. Sow your mind, sow your money, as someone once said. Having different priorities. Learning how to prioritize yourself. In fact, in this card, this deck right here, that's what the 2 of Pentacles look like. But I'm being told to show you the other 2 of Pentacles, because this is what you're being told. And I'm getting goosebumps behind this. So this is definitely a heavenly message for you right now. This heavenly message is, I need you to pay attention to you. I need you to wake up and fulfill what you're here to do. And you cannot do that giving your life away to someone else. You are worthy of more. You have been made for more. It's time that you choose that. So this is the 2 of Pentacles in the Light Seers deck. What I want you to notice here, and I know people are always like, oh, what cards are you using? So I'm going to put it up real quick, real fast, and then we'll get back to it. Okay. Let's just do this real fast so we can get back to it. Let's get down to business. Okay, anyway, so this Two of Pentacles is what I'm being told to show you. You have the purse, the bag, the things you carry, your hard, not hard life, but like real life, tangible life, right? That's this. But you also have this spirit life. You have the things that you actually came down to this earth to do, to be, to learn, to also share. So the priority here is the way to balance your life is to actually feed your soul. The way to balance your life is to follow your own light. The way to actually balance your life is not to seek to have everybody else happy and you get just a little bit. But the way to balance your life is for you to actually live it. And that's where you'll find the money, because that's what Pentacles are about. Because then you'll be aligned and on purpose. Okay, so if we're talking past, present, and future, I'll just say your future is very much so tied to your present and the decisions that you're getting ready to make. And I'm telling you, you're at a fork in the road. Because the next thing, when you don't listen to change, is you will be forced to listen to change. And that happened to me. I ended up in the hospital for 5 days, realizing I could have died and had done nothing with my life. That I even thought to do it. People are like, oh, but you did TEDx's. Oh, but you did this. Oh, but you did that. That shit does not matter when it's just things to do. But the best balance is for you to actually fill your tank, right? So when you do that, here's the best water card I can give you right now. When you do that, that is when your life will go fast forward. This is completely antithesis to what we just read about stagnation and lack of direction and lack of movement. This is saying, oh, all forward, blazing. But that is when you prioritize you. That is when you prioritize you and become the healthiest version of you emotionally too, and let yourself be free. Yes, things are hard, but I'm going to tell you now, you don't have any more time to wait. You really don't. This year, not even this whole year. Not even this whole year. I'm getting the second half of this year will be very hard and heavy for you if you don't get moving now. And I think you've already had lots of warning already. Because Pentacles are also about your health. So you're at a fork in the road. I got 2 different messages on each side of this. You're at a fork in the road. You can begin to value yourself, stepping forward, putting attention to your health too, by the way. You can withdraw from this relationship that is sucking your soul and your life and your time, or you could sit here and miss the fact that you've already wasted enough time. Not in a regretting thing. Like, I don't want you to regret that. This is just saying, hey, girl, clock's moving. That's what's happening. And when you choose you learn you feel you'll move you, and you'll profit and just be a better you. That's what I'm getting for you, sweetie. That's a little bit bigger than a past, present, future, but that is a message that needed to come out. And I'm feeling urgency. All right, cool beans. I'm glad it's resonating. Don't sit on it. Just take the first step. Be like a baby. You might wobble that first one. You might need to grab a hold of something. But then you'll start building the strength of your own legs and you'll be able to walk. But you got to get started. Like you've got to make the decision and then start the movement. And then they'll go, oh, she's serious. Okay, let's go help. Because right now they're like, I got to let you make the choice first, because people have free will, you know. So I'm definitely getting a warning for you. Anyway, love, I hope you listen. I was hard-headed. I hope you listen and you get to move forward. See, the temperance is the opposite of the two. The temperance is like it's like the Two of Pentacles. And you don't have any more time to waste. You have got to learn how to separate day and night, put them in their right place, let things be aligned instead of letting things be stuck and stagnant. That relationship's done. It is completely done. And it's, I can't say whether it's a bad one or a good one. All I just know is it served its season, and it's now, okay. Like when let's say you're cooking. I was trying to come up, well, they showed me something else, but I couldn't grab it. So I'm going to go with cooking because that's what I'm really bad at, right? Really bad at. I burnt water yesterday. Oh, thank you for the kitty. All right, yes, no carpool call. But if you, let's say my intention was to boil water, right? Because I wanted to make tea. If I try to take it off too soon, it would be too cold, right? So it wouldn't be hot enough to steep a tea bag. So this is trying and failing a little too early, right? It just wasn't the right time. And that scars you or scares you because you can't unwet the tea bag, right? Then there's a semi-perfect time. You have a window of time in which this is a great time to move. So that's when you do the tea thing, right? But then there's a time when you let the water boil too long, to the point where the water then boils out, to the point where there's no longer any water to make tea. We are right here in between 2 and 3. 3 cups are already spilled. 2 cups remain. Make your choice. Are we going to make tea, or are we going to continue to let our life evaporate? That's where we are. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be heavy, but that just had to be said. Okay. Who was that? Peace and Floyd. What is your first name? Thank you, Mary. I pray you strength, girl, because I know hard is hard. Trust me. Ooh, child, I know. Lauren. Okay. You got a yes/no question. What is your question, sweetheart? And make sure that you answer that for you. I mean, make sure you give me the question from your energy, meaning before you type anything. Don't ask me, is Michael going to call me? Don might tell you, call Michael. Don't ask if Michael's going to call me, because I'm not going to go into Michael's energy. I don't have his permission. But you can ask, will I hear from Michael? Then, yeah, I'm going in your energy. But that's a silly question to ask, because if I say no, then what? If I say yes, then what? So ask what you want. So it's like, do Michael and I have a chance to create something magical? I don't know. I'm just coming up with something because my brain just died on me. Then that makes sense, because you're still part of it, and I can go into your energy of today and see what that looks like. Okay. Hey, Tarot King. All right. So, you said, Mary, I get it. Almost 2 cups in 19 years. That's right. Yep. But it's also, that's the other thing. It's also not just during the relationship. There's also time before that relationship, right? Because you had to get to be that kind of person that would accept 19 years. So that's what I was trying to pick up, was like, is this just the relationship that's draining? But it's like, no, there's something before that. And so it kind of feels like there might have been a failure, aka trying to take the pot of water off the stove too soon, that kind of thing. And maybe it killed your confidence. That might be what happened. It either killed your confidence, or just told you weren't worth it, or somebody did tell you that and you believe them. but you had to be there to get here, and that's cumulative. Yeah. I did not. You might need to send it to me in DM, Lauren, because sometimes I don't see questions. So you may need to send it to me in DM. Okay, Carly didn't see it either. So yeah, please send it to me in a DM. I'll look it up. Ooh. What's this? I'm going to see if this answers your question when I see your question. Because I got a no, yes, and a maybe. So we're going to see. Let me see if your question comes through. Let me know when you send it so I can refresh. All right. So for those of you who are watching either on replay or here, if here you'll see that I have a shopping cart, and that has the cards that I'm using in case you ever want to use them yourself. Okay. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see it down in the description. So these are my training wheel cards. As y'all see, it has words for the reverse and the upright, but it also has what other cards, other training wheel cards don't have. And that is, oh, okay. And that is, that's interesting. Sorry. If you are watching on YouTube, it'll be down in the description, the cards that I use. Oh, so yeah, just real quick to mention, like it just has things that other cards don't have. Like, not only does it have a quote, some cards do have quotes, but it also has a thematic question. I'm a teacher, a former teacher, so I like questions, but also the questions kind of steer me into what we're talking about. So all right, let me go to the yes no card. Let me see. So if you like those cards, they're down below.